Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another quick little video, something different. If you guys remember, a while back I did a video on Separatists and my buddy Ultraschall using them against Darth Revan teams. Well, he shared with me some footage the other day about how he's using his Separatist team to climb in arena now against the General Skywalker teams. So this is one of the comps that he uses for his arena. He also does Grievous lead, and he'll alternate like Dooku with B1. He said it really just depends on the other team. And it's not 100% win rate, but he said he probably wins 2 out of 3 or so. So obviously as a counter team, it can go wrong. It's countering probably the best team in the game at the moment. But if he can use it to climb, so much the better. So he uses Grievous as the lead most of the time. He's got Malak in there. He's got Brood Alpha in there. His Watt is only 5 stars, gear 11. Yes, he's got the Zeta and everybody else at Relic 7, but with an under-geared Watt, you're taking on a full Relic 7 or high Relic 501st team, and you're using a character that, is pretty weak. He, at the moment, is only able to get out 1 tech, but you can imagine at gear 13 or high relics on Watt, that Watt's going to have a bit of survivability and be able to put out 2 or 3 techs even, instead of just 1. And that's going to make a huge difference to the reliability of his team. So something to consider. I just think it's amazing that he can do that with only a gear 11 Watt. And his sole purpose at the moment is just to put that weapons mod tech on Grievous so that Grievous will hit really hard, do a lot of damage, because with Grievous's unique and it being a Separatist team, every time they die, he's going to go ahead and take an extra turn. And so you see that he's working on it. Eventually, Grievous's damage is going to build up enough to where he can just take somebody out, one hit kill. But until that happens, he's got to survive. And that's kind of the whole point of having Alpha in there to summon the Brute, and then also having B1 in there. Believe it or not, B1 makes a pretty effective tank with being able to take a ton of damage and have it only remove stacks and then constantly regaining stacks, and also being able to heal up the team. That's huge to be able to help out like that. So it's all about survivability and then being able to do enough damage when he gets the teams. Now, you'll notice in these clips, I stopped it here, but they do cut off, and I just cut out the part where he forfeits because it's not his payout and he doesn't want to mess up somebody else's arena climb. But I've got just a few clips here that you can see. These first ones are the Grievous lead with B1, but I have a couple later where he swaps out B1 with Dooku, and he said they're both pretty good. They both each add kind of their own element to the team. Dooku obviously will keep people under stealth, speed everybody up. He's got the shocks and stuns, so that's helpful. But B1 makes a solid tank, he says. So it's all about learning kind of how the enemy teams are around you. And he climbs whenever he gets a chance to practice this. So he doesn't have a whole variety of General Skywalker 501st to test against as he's climbing. But the fact that he came up with this team and adapted it to be able to take out 501st after he was using it against Darth Revan, maybe this isn't something you would use in Territory Wars or your Grand Arena, but if you don't happen to have your own 501st to mirror and you're struggling and maybe your CLS rebels aren't in a place where they should be, you can see that this team does work for him. Like I said, not always perfect, and it can get downright risky, but he does get the job done. You can see that he's able to climb to the top spots every day. When I took the screenshot of his original rank, he was at 5, but he does get top spots every day in arena, and he likes to use his Separatist to climb. And there's a lot of people out there that do like their Separatist, and they'd rather use dark side than light side characters, and maybe they do have Relic 7 all on their Grievous, because you're going to need that eventually anyway for the dark side Geonosis territory battles. So if you've already got Relic 7s, why not try this out in the arena if you get a chance? It definitely seems like a fun team to use. You can see this is one of the clips where he's got Dooku, and the fact that Dooku stealths the team, and then they have to pretty much hit Malak or hit the Brute. That just buys time for General Grievous to build up his damage, do what he needs to do, and when he does his massive AoEs, even if Skywalker is still standing, it's going to knock the protection off of everybody. And that way, when he does take a knee, he's able to take out 5s and then quickly work on taking everybody else out. So it's just a little bit different here with the Dooku, but he follows kind of the same way. You see that this time Watt was able to last a little bit longer because putting him under stealth definitely helps with his survivability. So he was able to get a couple of the techs out, and his team is just a lot more sturdy that way. You can see that he's got 1 clone left, and then General Skywalker. He's still got all his other characters left, which is, great. It's a lot less risky than when he's down to 1 or 2, and maybe he'll win or maybe he won't. So you do get that extra bit of survivability when you can stealth all those people that you want to protect and let them focus on your Malak, or better yet, focus on your Brute, who's disposable anyway. He's meant to just die and come back, and all those deaths are going to fuel General Grievous with those extra turns for his unique. So the more turns he can get, and the harder he's going to hit General Skywalker and power through for the win. So there you have it. There was a few clips. I got this last one playing here. You can see that it's another version of the Dooku comp, just General Grievous, again with the Brute Alpha. He lost Dooku there. He lost his Watt, but it's still working out for him. As long as he's got his Malak, and then he's got Alpha to keep summoning the Brute. He's got his basically punching bags while his Grievous builds up, knocks down the protection, and can start taking everybody else out. And that's what he's doing now that Skywalker's got a knee. He took out 5s, working on taking out the other clones. And you can see that he's doing just that. Now Skywalker's back up. I think he said that's kind of the hardest part, is when he gets back up. You have to get your hits kind of lined up so that you can take him out. But you can see he summoned another Brute. And he's right back in business. He's got everybody healing up. Just got to take out 1 more clone and survive the onslaught after he gets back up, and he does. And there you go. 1 special move from Grievous puts him in the red, and he'll win with 3 standing. So definitely something that will take some practice. You can't just throw these characters in arena and think, okay, I'm going to climb to number 1 today. But it's just something to give you an idea of what's possible. You don't have to have the same Rebels team that everyone else has. If you already happen to have your Separatists in good shape, give them a shot. See if you can't get this to work. You might need it one day as just a back pocket counter somehow. So that's it for now. Just thought you guys would be interested in checking this out. Let me know. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.